We're out at Horne Lake Caves here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, just north of Nanaimo. And this place is spectacular. There's several caving options. You can do a self-guided tour for free if you have helmets and headlamp and your own gear. And there's also several guided tour options ranging from $30 all the way up to $200, where you could do a rappel and climb some underground waterfalls and stuff like that. So today we opted for the self-guided free option. They gave us a nice laminated map up at the trailhead, and this is the third cave we've been in, and by far this thing is the most spectacular. Plenty of tight squeezes in here, long. It took me like 5 minutes to turn around where she is right now, and then I got dropped down in this drop here, and pretty awesome. So this is Andre's annex. Plenty of tight squeezes to practice your squeezes on. And the main cave, the Riverbend cave that you need to be guided through, has a lot more intact cave crystal formations. And they've actually begun a 100-year restoration process of these caves. So the sections with the most intact formations, they've gated those off, and they require a mandatory guide for those. So there's not too many calcite crystal formations in here, but if you want to practice those squeezes, this is a great place to do it.
You're making me nervous.
That's pretty tight.
You're making me nervous.
I'm making you nervous?
Yeah.
So out of the 1,500 caves that they have on Vancouver Island, only 3 are publicized. And to check out these other caves, you really have to connect with someone in the caving, spelunking community, and find a group. And basically the way it works is they make sure you're not gonna be destructive to the cave. They're gonna educate you. They're gonna teach you what gear you need, what techniques you need, and that's the best way to get into spelunking, is to hook up with your local grotto. In the States, they call them grottos. I don't know what they call them in Canada, probably just like speleological societies or something. Or you could just come up here and shimmy back and forth a few hundred times on this, and you'll be an expert on squeezes. It's not too tight, but there's a couple spots, like that turnaround at the end there before that drop. That was pretty hairy for me.
You say too tight. That was definitely tight.
This right here feels like I got plenty of room to move around.
Feels like a palace
This
now
is like
compared to the other one.
This area right now is a luxurious palace compared to where I had to turn around. I thought I was gonna crack my sternum. Okay. It goes to the left over here.
Yeah.
To get down to this point, I had to turn around right here, and as you can see, look how narrow it is right there. Well, I think I found the spot where I'm going to sleep tonight, and it's right here. Oh yeah. I don't know how I got through this before either.
You can do it. I put my leg to the... You want to go to the right a little bit? A little...
Nope, because there's a rock.
No, I mean that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my left, you mean? Okay. Okay. Everybody says they want adventure, but most people don't know what to do if they find it. My wife is crawling backwards as I'm crawling forward, so if there was a nomination for Oscar cinematography in a cave, I think she should be nominated. So there is over 1,500 caves here on Vancouver Island. It's the most densely populated area with caves in all of Canada, and they really have made a lot of strides in protecting a lot of these caves that have been damaged for years before anybody knew the importance of protecting these underground ecosystems. It's kind of like what giving birth feels like, I would imagine. Very similar. Like if you're the baby, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You mean the baby.
So basically, we're all spelunkers. We all started out as spelunkers. All came through a cave at one point in our lives.
Do you feel like crying?
Infamous